How's it going, and welcome back to RC Rugged Roach. So today we're taking a look at my TRX4M MEUS Ripper here. I'm having a problem with the servo. I believe that with the bigger tires on here, I've simply stripped, burn out the servo of those plastic gears. You'll see stutter. You see that? It's just from having these bigger tires. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to steer this thing very well. So what I'll be doing today is installing the Endura 7 kg servo for these, and we'll definitely see a difference after that. I have one in my other TRX4M. Look at this one here. You can see again the stuttering in the steering. I'll just pick it up and show you. You can hear that as well. So hopefully this Endura servo is going to fix this problem for us, and we'll be crawling again shortly after. So I'm going to get over to the table. I'll take this apart, undo wiring, things like that. Alright, so here I am getting ready to take this old servo out and replace a new one. So what I like to do is on this one side, I only had to take one panel off and not the other side. What I do is, like this side, I have all the lighting run down that side, and then this side I had the servo running down, so I just got to clip the zip ties on this side and unplug it here, pull that out, and rerun the new one. To me, it just makes it easier if I have it separated. I'm not having to cut zip ties for both and redo both sides of the wiring and all that. So anyway, this is just the servo wiring itself running down and zip tied, and up under here, this is just a little contraption I made to kind of cover the back. I didn't like the back ESC receiver combo showing. Anyway, again, making progress. Taking off as little as I have to. I kind of planned it this way to make it simpler, because I knew I would eventually be replacing it. I just didn't know it would be this quickly due to these larger tires. Alright, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, so I got the old one out. Nothing to it, just unplugging it from the ESC receiver combo. And I just clipped on my little zip ties, unscrewed the front, and got it out. And so before I install this one, I want to make sure it's centered up and everything. So I went ahead and plugged it into my ESC, and we're working perfectly. So that means now that I can go ahead and run that wire through, and I'll test it again when I get it to the front, make sure we're good to go, and get it installed. Alright, so here we are on the table. I wanted to go ahead and show you. I ordered this through Amazon. This is the Endura 7 kg servo. Again, I really like this. I think it's going to do a great job in this little ripper here. Along with that, of course, I needed a servo horn, arm, whatever you prefer to call it. And they had a 2-pack for a reasonable price, so I just went ahead and got the red and the black. I think that red's going to look really nice on this. I like to do little accents, like the shocks are red. I may get some high clearance leaks in red eventually. But right now, this was my freebie build. Basically, I used all my parts that I had from TRX4Ms left over from upgrading. But anyway, we're going to get the servo in here, and we'll get a servo horn on there, and then we'll get back to you. Alright, before I hook up all the steering linkages and everything and fasten down my wire, just double checking. I do have it the wire run through the chassis area here now. Just don't have it fastened down yet. I'm going to give it a try. Centered up, and it looks like we're good. And I have that also, centered up on my steering there, steering trim. So anyway, it looks like we're good now to go ahead and fasten everything down and get it back up and running. And just like that, we're up and ready to crawl again. We got the servo fixed, no more steering problems. So we're gonna give us a test run on the indoor mini crawler course. This does not have, it's got the stock motor in it, so it does not have any upgraded motor in it. It does have the TRX4M crawling gears. And it does appear to me that our steering problems have been solved. I do like these Endura 7 kg servos. They work really well. Like I said, this is my second one. Definitely need to get me some high clearance links on this thing. I'm just keeping this camera stationary. It's just easier right now. I've got it on a tripod. Now this little bridge I have down here, that clips on and off. I actually have, you may have seen in my other video, it can be a little bit difficult, but I have rails that you have to try to center up on, either high or low, and try to make it across there. When I made it, I didn't plan for widening my trucks. I made it for the SCX24s and the TRX4Ms, but I did not account for making it wider with upgrades, things like that. Uh-oh, about to fall. Yeah, these differentials sit pretty low, so they get caught on a lot of my obstacles. I do need to get me some high clearance links. I don't know that that would fix the problem, but it would definitely help. A lot of these pieces that I have were made individually, as far as the one there on the left on the floor was my very first one I ever made. And so I started piecing them together. I had a full spread on the floor, and then I decided to just go ahead and make me some on the table because I was enjoying it so much. The whole crawling thing was just kind of like a trying it out for me, because I was into the basher / monster truck solid axles, and I thought I'd give crawling a try, and I absolutely enjoy it. So I did get the SCX6 for Christmas. You'll see that in some other videos. I've done a couple of upgrades, nothing major yet. While it's cold outside, I generally focus on the indoor course and having a little fun on it. These Endura tires are generally pretty good. When it says they're sticky, they're very sticky. The only problem is they collect dust, hair, everything. And so then it makes them slick. You may have noticed on the floor over there against the wall I have a piece of plastic. I keep that clean. I try to keep dust, hair, and all that off of it. And that way the tires will stick a little better. This whole course I have is kind of, the ones on the table I made all at once, kind of planning together. The centerpiece of it is kind of like an homage to 1980s He-Man, Castle Grayskull. That's what I grew up on. So I kind of wanted to pay a little bit of a tribute to it. If you're in your 40s, 50s, I'm sure you remember He-Man. And they redid it in the 2000s, around 2005, I believe. Maybe, no, I think it was actually around 2002. I even have the action figures on my shelf, and I couldn't even tell you what year it was. But it does look like our steering issue has been completely fixed. I'll try to pay attention and crawl down this hill without falling this time. Maybe speed it up a little bit. And that tunnel there used to have a roof on it. Again, I wasn't accounting for making them taller, wider, and all that, so I even had to trim some of the tunnel on the inside and widen it out. Just kind of skipping around here. Yeah, I know I'm kind of cheating a little bit and doing little cuts here and there. I just wanted to really show how well it's steering now. So anyway, that takes us around the course. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.